guys, it's Sophia. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a humongous record haul for you guys. I realized within these past few weeks that I have a little bit of a problem, and that is I buy too many records. I already have like a bunch of them, and I just always feel the need to get more. So being that I am home more, I have a lot more free time to go to antique stores and record stores, and the internet definitely does not help. I must say some of them I was gifted and didn't buy, but by the end of this video, you're probably gonna be like, Sophia, you have a problem and need to go to like record shopping anonymous because this is like ridiculous. And I agree, this is ridiculous, but I'm really excited. All right, so the first record that I got, this was actually gifted to me, and it is a Queen record, and I don't have any Queen records, so I was so excited because Queen is one of my favorite bands, and it is the Queen Live Killers concert, and I think it is so cool because not only are all the great Queen songs on it, but it's a concert so you can hear the crowd, and it's just such a different like experience, even though it's like on a record. But I am obsessed with this, and the whole time I'm just like, wow, imagine like being in the 70s and watching Freddie Mercury live. Like, all right, wow, I would love that. And it actually opens up and has pictures from the concert, which I think is so cool, and I'm just obsessed with this record. All right, so the next record I got is a ABBA record, and it is The Magic of ABBA, and it's just a fantastic album, so I'm very excited to have this in my collection. All right, and the next record I got is Creedence Clearwater Revival, and it is Creedence Gold, and it just has the 4 of them on the back. I actually met Doug and Stu last year. Creedence was performing at my school, and I met them, and they were so nice, and it was such a great night. A lot of things happened, but it was a great night. So this record is the last of the newer records, and it is George Harrison's Cloud 9 record, and my favorite song of his is Got My Mind Set on You. I know it's basic, but I love it. It's a jam, and when I saw this record, I was like, I need to have it. So here it is. Right, so we're gonna do a complete 360 with the records and move into my favorite, I guess you consider it a genre of music, and that is big band music. It is one of my favorites. I love all the big band leaders, and when I saw these, I was like, I need them. So they are these like big band leaders like record sets, and I got my favorite, of course, Harry James, and then I also got Tommy Dorsey and Glenn Miller.
Till they hear Glenn Miller's dead.
He's not dead, he's missing.
So yeah, this is one of my favorite purchases out of this whole collection is these 3. And they do have more, so maybe not, we'll buy the rest of them in the future. But right now, taking a little break. So continuing with the big bands, the next record I got is another Harry James record, and this is The Music of Your Life, which is correct. So the next record I've been listening to constantly, and this is the T for Two Cha-Chas, the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra. Love this, like I said, listening to it nonstop. I don't know why, I just really like it. So if you already didn't think I was a grandma with my music taste, think again, because this next record is Those Wonderful 30s, the stars of Hollywood's golden era. And first of all, I love the way this album looks, and it just has all the hit songs from the 1930s. And the art on it is so cool. So this just has like hit songs from movies and hit songs from that decade, and I just think it's super cool. So I'm really excited to have this in my collection. All right, so the next record I got is the Stage Door Canteen and the Hollywood Canteen. I actually have the Stage Door Canteen album, just the Stage Door Canteen, and I don't have the Hollywood one. So that's mainly why I bought this. If you don't know what either of these are, during the war, the Stage Door Canteen was in New York, the Hollywood Canteen was in Hollywood, California, and it was where stars would go and entertain troops, and they'd make them dinner, dance with them, etc. And it's such a fun part of history, I think. So I love this album, and it also opens up. So when you open it up, it does have some pictures from the Stage Door Canteen and the Hollywood Canteen, and it's just super cool. So once again, also happy to have that in my collection. The next record I got, one of my favorite groups is the Mills Brothers. So when I saw this, one, love the way this record looks, and two, it just has all my favorite songs. So this is the Best of the Mills Brothers, and I just love the way this album looks. And they're just one of my favorite male singing groups. I love them. So very excited to have this in my collection. How many more times can I say I'm very excited to have this in my collection? We should keep track. All right, so we're gonna take another detour because I found some 2 records that I thought were funny and cool. And the first one is I Love the Johnny Carson Show. And I saw this and I was like, that's cool. So it is the Here's Johnny Magic Moments from the Tonight Show. So it just has like interviews, singing, comedians from the Tonight Show. I've never seen anything like this, and I just thought it was so cool. So I was like, I need to have it. So here it is. And the last of the odd records, I saw this in an antique store, and I was like, this is fantastic. I need it. I didn't even know you could put this in a record, so that's why I also bought it. I was like, I've never seen anything like this. And it is a All in the Family record. I brought this home and I showed my dad. I was like, look at what I found. And he was like, oh my God. I didn't listen to it yet, but I'm assuming it's just like scenes from like the TV show. But I thought it was so funny, and I was like, I need this. It was only like $3, so I was like, this is cool. So that's it for like the odd records. Now we're getting back into my grandma taste of music. All right, so this next record, I have been wanting it for years. Couldn't tell you why, and I don't know why I haven't bought it sooner, but I finally bought it, and it is the Andrew Sisters Go Hawaiian record. Why I've been wanting this one, I have no idea, but now I finally have it, and I am finally content. I don't know why I've been wanting this one for so long, but I finally have it, and yeah, don't ask questions. So another one of my favorite singers is Rosemary Clooney. So the next record I got is the Ring Around Rosie, Rosemary Clooney, and the High Lows. Love Rosemary Clooney, so just another one to add to my collection, really. And another one of my favorite singers is Peggy Lee. I have a lot of Peggy Lee records, and the one that I didn't have, which is actually one of my favorite records of hers, is the I Like Men. And first of all, love the way it looks. Love the back design of this. I think it's adorable. And I just love this album, so now it's in my collection. So if you couldn't tell, I'm going through these more quickly because I talk too much about the other ones, and I don't want this video to be like 500 hours long. Anyways, so would this be a record haul if I didn't buy a Dean Martin record? No, exactly. Dean Martin, if you didn't know, is my husband. I love this man so much, and I have so many of his records. Don't have this one, and that is Dean Martin, Remember Me, I'm the One Who Loves You. My husband, he's beautiful. Need I explain more? All right, the next record I got is a compilation record of all different singers. I mainly bought this because of Edie Gourmet, but Ray Charles is in it, Paul Anka, Lloyd Price, Eddie Fisher. So this record just has a bunch of great singers, but I saw Edie Gourmet and I was like, I need it. Speaking of Edie Gourmet, I did get 3 more Edie Gourmet records, and the first one is Edie Gourmet, Melodies of Love. Love this record. The second one is Edie Gourmet, Vamps, The Roaring Twenties. Also love this one. Obsessed with this one. And the last one is Edie in Love, and this is after her and Steve got married. How adorable. I love it. And the next record is actually 2 episodes from 2 different radio shows. And the first one is Bing Crosby and Bob Hope with Dorothy Lamour, and it is the Road to Hollywood. So it's an hour episode, and it's this made-up story how the 3 of them got to Hollywood, the road to Hollywood, like mocking their road pictures. And the second one is Bob Hope and Bing Crosby on the new Swan show. And this one's from 48 and this one's from 47. I mainly bought this because Dorothy Lamour. And this was so fun to listen to. I just sat down for like an hour, listened to this, and I was just laughing and I just loved it. The next record I got is a movie soundtrack of The Fleetson, which stars Dorothy Lamour and William Holden, two of my favorites, and William Holden, gorgeous. They look a little creepy in the front of this record, but you look in the back and there's a normal picture, so makes up for it. So the next record I got is the original Broadway cast of Follies, which stars Yvonne DiCarlo, one of the main reasons I bought this. But I love this musical and I just love the way this album looks. I just think it's so cool and I'm just obsessed with this. So the next album is Bobby Vinton's Greatest Hits, and love him, love his music, and just happy to have this in my collection. So this next record, I realized I didn't have any Bobby Darin records. I actually might, because I do have like my great grandma's records and I just have so many records, so there might be a Bobby Darin one in there, but I didn't feel like looking for it, so I just bought one. And this is Bobby Darin's 20 original hits, and like I said, love him and love his music, so I'm just really happy to have this in my collection. Right, so the next record I got is 12 Top Hits, and it is the top hits of, I thought it said what year, but I can't find it. And it's by the Tops, and they just sing, like it says, the top 12 hits of that year. So one of my favorite composers is George Gershwin. So when I saw this record, I needed to have it, one, because of the art, which is beautiful, and two, because I am obsessed with An American in Paris and Rhapsody in Blue. So like I said, when I saw this, I was like, I need this. So here it is. All right, we are finally at the last two. It's about time. So this next record I am super excited about, and it's a Marlene Dietrich record, and it's from her live concert in somewhere in Germany, and it's actually in German, the entire show, like her singing's in German, everything. And I just think this is super cool, and Marlene Dietrich is one of my favorite actresses, so I'm very excited to have this in my collection. All right, so we are finally at the end, and I saved the best for last, in my opinion, because this record is the soundtrack to one of my favorite movies, and if you haven't guessed it already, it is indeed AntiMame. It is the original film score, I should say, because AntiMame is not a musical. Mame is, I have that record, but this is the film score of all the music that is used in the 1958 film AntiMame, and I am obsessed with this. Obviously, AntiMame is one of my favorite movies, and when I saw that this was a thing and existed, I was like, here is my credit card. So best for last, AntiMame, and that is all the records. And if you are here at the end of the video, I give props to you, because this is probably a long one and there were a lot of records, but like I said, I was really excited about them, and I'm gonna take a little break from buying records, and now I have to organize them all into my collection, so that's gonna be a fun time. All right, so that is it for this video. I know it was a little long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.